Hello and welcome to the first official episode of Let's Talk Hair. I filmed this initially last week, felt like shit, thought I felt good on Friday, filmed a video, went to edit the video, and there was like a big smudge on the lens, didn't even notice it. So I made sure to clean my lens off for you guys before I start this video. It is Saturday, so this will probably be up Sunday the 19th. I'm just gonna go through some questions, some common questions that I got on a few of my videos. A disclaimer, I'm not going to be able to answer every single question in depth. This is a journey, you guys. That's why I called it a hair journey. It took me some time, and it's going to take you guys some time to achieve what you want to. I'm hoping that I can help, even if it's not all of you, at least one of you with this video. And I'll continue to make some videos for you guys. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments below what types of videos you guys want to see, whether it's hair tutorials, you want to do more Q&As, let me know, and I got you guys. So let's just get right into it. First question from the top is, how many years did it take to grow and maintain healthy? So my hair was really fried. My ends were really fried. I wasn't taking care of my hair. I was using a lot of really bad products. I was straightening my hair a lot, which is why I had a lot of dead ends. And so naturally, most of my volume or most of my hair was like in my crown, where my crown is, and anything from down here looked like shit. Super thin, very fine. And so I did a big chop. It took me a year from the day I chopped it all off to get it healthy. And in order to get it healthy, I did things like I avoided heat for a year. I used a lot of natural products if I did want to style my hair, because my natural hair pattern is really wavy. And now that it's really long, my hair is weighed down. So I do tend to have some pieces of straighter hair, but I do have really wavy hair, especially in the back of my head. So with that being said, yeah, I avoided heat for a year. I avoided any sort of tight braids, tight styles. I just let my scalp relax. I did conditioning treatments twice a week. I got trims every 8 to 10 weeks. I know that seems like a lot for a lot of people, but in the beginning of my journey, that's what I did. Now I get my hair trimmed every 10 to 12. In the beginning, when I was getting trims in the beginning of my hair journey, I did make sure that it wasn't big chops. I was getting like half an inch. And I still do that. I still do about half an inch. And a lot of people say, well, how does cutting your hair help it grow? Well, yes, our hair grows from the roots of our head. However, if you have split ends, those ends are going to continue to break. They're going to continue to break upwards, and your hair is going to get shorter over time. So it's really key to get those trims. So again, it took me a year to get my hair healthy, avoided heat, avoided bleaching, avoided getting my hair colored, dyed, what have you, just all of it. Let it relax for a year. Year to get healthy. It took me 2 years to get my hair what most people would consider long. And it took me 4 years to get my hair what I would consider excessively long. I did just chop 5 inches off like about 2 months ago now. I think it's about 2 months. So my hair was even longer than it is now. I did a big chop because I felt like I was losing a lot of volume, and I didn't want my hair to be so weighed down that I couldn't do anything with it. Yeah, my hair was even longer though even before I chopped 5 inches off. I have to find some photos. Like, my hair was down almost to the back of my knees at one point, and I was like, okay, this is a little excessive. Once that I swear my shampoo makes my hair fall out. It's a very common question I get, is what kind of shampoo and conditioners to use. So everyone's hair is different. Everyone's hair porosity is different. Make sure you guys are using products that don't have silicones, don't have parabens, don't have sulfates, don't have unnecessary fragrance and dyes in them. I swear by the Shea Moisture brand. I do love Beauty and Planet. I love Redken. There's so many good brands. Just make sure you guys are paying attention to the ingredients. And it could be other underlying factors, but that's my first thought, is make sure you're using something that's safe. Someone said, not me praying. She isn't a Monet girl. M-O-N-A-T. I don't know how to spell that. So I'm not going to bash the brand, but I will say this, you guys. I will never promote something to you guys that I don't agree with. I've had countless small brands. I don't know if you guys would consider them, but I've had people reach out to me and I've flat out told them I need to try it first. I need to make sure that I like it before I promote this to my followers. So one thing I will never do is lie to you guys, especially not for a check. I already have a 9-to-5, so I'm not desperate for this money, and I really don't want to lose your guys' trust at the end of the day. That's important to me. And brands that think you're going to reach out to me and get me to do stuff for your brand just because I have long hair, it's not going to happen. I need to try your product if I haven't already. Needless to say, I will never be one of these boss babe girls repping these weird, how do you do the waves you have in almost all of your videos? So I'll either do a braid at night, or a few braids, or I will use my triple barrel waver. I don't use heat on my, I don't use heat on my hair even that much. Like today's the first time that I put heat on my hair in probably like a week and a half. At most I use heat on my hair once a week. So, okay. Do you color your hair at all, or is your color natural? So, I do highlights. I have never colored my whole head except for once in my life. And this is, everything is my natural color except for the light pieces that you guys see in my hair. And I do very minimal over time. Funny story, my dad is actually my hairstylist. He has been for my entire life. My dad's been doing hair, women's hair specifically, for like 36 years now. He is chef's kiss. My dad is amazing. Hi Dad, if you're watching this, I love you. And he was a huge help in the beginning of my journey. So even now, like, I will ask my dad to do certain things to my hair and he's like, no, that's gonna fuck your head up. Don't do that. I'll have to make a video with my dad. Next time I get highlights and a cut, let me know if you guys want to see Bubba. Other thing that he does, and this is kind of strange, it may be strange to some of you guys, we actually don't highlight my entire head. We do from here, like the middle of my head up. He doesn't highlight anything underneath. You may see some lighter pieces there. That's either from the sun or from many years ago when I was doing highlights all over my head. But I would say for the last 3-4 years, I've only been getting highlights from the middle of my head. And that's why sometimes people are like, did you just dye your hair? In some videos, my hair looks darker because my hair has so much dimension from the way we highlight it, which I think is really cool. My dad kind of suggested that to me a while back. So sometimes when I flip my hair one way, it looks really blonde. And sometimes when I wear it down the middle or back, it looks really dark. So I like that. I like being able to have that dimension. So anywho, let me keep going. Someone said where to start. Like I said, make sure you cut those dead ends off, avoid heat. Conditioning treatments. That's the key to starting, you guys. Someone asked me how I felt about extensions and clip-ins. I mean, I think it's kind of, I've never used them in my entire life. I've never used an extension, a clip-in, whatever. I don't have anything against wigs because I don't feel like that ruins your hair, your natural hair, unless you fuck up your hairline and you glue your cap on. I mean, you guys know those horror stories, but I think clip-ins and extensions, no matter what people say, in cases it can be safe, but over time you're gonna lose your health, the health of your hair. I would never recommend, me personally, I wouldn't recommend extensions or clip-ins. That's just me. I wouldn't do it, especially if you're trying to get your hair healthy. People are asking questions about shampoos for dandruff. Shampoos naturally are there to strip the oils from your scalp. They're there to cleanse your hair. I prefer using oils and treatments for dandruff. I did post a video about oils that I like to mix with my conditioning treatments for dry scalp. I don't necessarily get bad dandruff, but sometimes my scalp does get dry, so I'll add some argan oil into a mask and just kind of work that into my scalp and let it sit for a little bit, and then shampoo as normal. Another one that's really good is jojoba oil. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I do the same thing. And then with coconut oil, it's kind of tough with that one. I love coconut oil. It's got so many benefits, but sometimes I do avoid using coconut oil on my scalp. I don't do it as much as I do with the other oils. I kind of focus that into my ends and the middle of my head, just because you don't want to clog your hair follicles. That's another issue that we don't want to have to deal with. So that's how many times a week I wash my hair. That's a good one. Twice a week. And I trained my hair, and that's another video in itself that I need to post for you guys. But I did train my hair. You can train your hair just like you can train a dog. And I do conditioning treatments at least once a week. I shoot for twice a week. Sometimes I have my moments, like when I was sick, I only did my hair a deep condition once a week or a mask once a week. Another question someone asked me is, do I use masks on dry hair or wet hair? So I do both. One of my conditioning treatments a week is when it's wash day. I'll, brush my hair, make sure I don't have any tangles or what have you. I'll put in a hair mask all over my head, and then I'll kind of put my hair up in a little, I'm able to swirl my hair up and put it like in a low bun, and I'll leave it there for as long as I can. I would recommend at least doing that for 30 minutes to an hour. When I go in the shower, I rinse it out. I do my pre-cleanse, I do my shampoo twice, and then I use conditioner again in the shower. That's one way I do it. Another way is when it's my second wash day, I'll wash my hair like I normally do, use my pre-cleanse, shampoo twice, and then I use a deep conditioner in the shower, and I just kind of focus that on my mids and my ends, and I'll put my hair up, I'll take care of the rest of my body, and then I'll rinse that out, and I won't add any additional, like the conditioner that I have in the shower. So that's two different ways to do it. You can do wet or dry. I guess it's just personal preference. So hopefully that answers that question. Good deep conditioners. I love Shea Moisture, like I said before. Olaplex number 0 and 3 is a good conditioning treatment. It's a good repair treatment specifically. I'm going to do one more because I don't want this to be an extremely long video. I don't want to bore you guys. Here's a wonderful topic. Actually, this one's about genetics. I'm going to have to make a whole video on its own about genetics, you guys. All I'm going to say, I'm going to leave this video off with that. Genetics does play a role in how quickly you can get your hair to the state that you want it to. But if you have bad genetics, it does not mean you cannot get your hair or achieve what you want to achieve as far as health and length. That is a myth, you guys. I promise you, it's a myth. People can say that I have good genetics. I've never had a genetic test done on my hair. As you guys can see, my hair wasn't always great. So I don't really know how we could tell if it's genetics or not unless I did some sort of testing. But let me know what you want. You want hair tutorials? You want another Q&A? We can load up the comments with Q&As, and I can do that for my next video. You guys let me know what you want to see. I'm going to continue to post videos on TikTok. I'm going to continue to post videos here on YouTube. I am here for the long run, you guys. I will continue to post even as because I do new things often too, even as I try new things. That being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for all of the love and support. You guys are awesome. And until next time.